Really already. Hey guys. So there's 10 people here already. This is gonna be a very chill live stream because I'm like so tired right now. I'm gonna wait until some more people get here. But I am going to change my tattoo needle. Hello. I two days in a row, 2 live streams in a row without technical difficulties. I think that I finally figured it out after being on YouTube for years and years. 15 people here already. Hello, 18. Goodness. Hi. I just pulled out a new tattoo needle. Here we go. I need to replace it because I haven't replaced this one in a really long time. The only thing about this replacement needle is that I think it's 5-point needle, and I think I usually use the 3 points. So we'll see if I like this one. The replacement needles are on All Things Bunnies. You can buy them there. You can buy the 3-point or I think it's 3-point or 5-point. And the 3 points are what I usually use. It's just a much finer line. Thank you, babe. One Man Jam is my husband. The 2-point, or sorry, the 3-point needles are really fine, but what I usually do is I'll do the tattoo and then I will go I'll clean it and then I'll go over it again and just make sure that it's nice and thick. With this needle though, I may not have to go over them as much, so we'll see if I actually like it more or less. I do my own tats, yes. I like tattooing. But a lot of people also ask me, like, why do I tattoo all of them when some of them are going to end up in the freezer? Because, I mean, if for anybody that's here that doesn't know, which I'm sure most of you are probably knowing, but our rabbits are for meat and for show. So some of them do end up in the freezer if they're not good enough, which sounds really, really mean. But also, you guys, am I loud enough? Let me know if I'm loud enough because Jameson taught me how to turn it up. He taught me how to turn the box up. He gives me these sound things. I don't really know how to use them, and he's my sound guy, so he's my sound dude. But anyway, so yeah. Great. Thick needle. We'll see how it goes. Also, I'm not gonna block Mirren out of the room this time because she was screaming last time. Okay, cool. She was screaming last time, and I rewatched some of that live, and I'm just like, oh wow, you really can hear her. So these bunnies that are in here are out of Clove's last litter. Well, they're almost 12 weeks old, so they've not been with her obviously for a really, really long time. But they are out of Clove and Dolce, and hoping that I can find somebody in here, preferably a doe, that I can keep, because I think I told this story. I'm not really sure if I did or not. I think I told the story, but yesterday. But Drizzle, the doe that Jameson named, he's gonna bring me coffee in a minute. Drizzle, the doe that Jameson named, that was Clove's daughter, that I was gonna keep. I showed her in Shipshewana on December 11th. Got my very first leg with a creme de argent. That's the very first time that I've had enough competition and won best opposite sex with her as a junior doe, because she's a really nice doe. And so I was planning on taking her to Huntington with me on this coming Saturday, because that's our next show. And so I was clipping everybody's toenails several days ago and also doing, overall health checks and all of that. Flipped her over, did a vent check, and it's a split penis buck. So that is great. So unfortunately, we are going to have to call Drizzle. It's better to do it, I guess, when she's this young, or it's not a she, it's a he, but there's nothing, it's really weird. It's almost like it's a hermaphrodite. I don't know. So anyway, I'm really mad about it. So hopefully we can find a doe here. These guys, it's a litter of 7, so they're all a bit smaller than I would like them to be, but sometimes creme d'argents just grow smaller. Her last litter, one of them just flopped in the carrying cage. Her last litter grew really big really quickly. These guys have some really nice fur, and they look like they're all balanced and whatnot, but they're just growing a little bit slower. So the best for meat and fur, well, it really depends. It depends on what kind of fur that you like, because I would say silver fox, but you do have to wait until silver foxes are 4 to 5 months old before their coat is like ready, but they do have some of the best fur. Rex is also a good one. I'm not going to sit here and answer questions the whole time, guys. We are going to get tattooing, but I'm not on a deadline today. I could literally do this for several hours because I have nothing. Yesterday was just insane. This whole weekend was insane. Whoops, sorry. This whole weekend was insane. So, and I'm very, very tired, honestly. And I'm in kind of a spicy mood right now, just because when you talk about culling rabbits on the internet and you have a bit of a platform, it brings out some crazy people, and I'm kind of done right now. I'm just kind of done with BS online right now. So yeah, I don't know. It's just one of those days. It's Monday. Mirren will not let me sleep at night, and there's stupid people online. So I think we're going to have to be locking Mirren up at night, because she likes to, we didn't think that she would come upstairs as much as she does, but she does, and she thinks that upstairs is her racetrack, and that's not good. And she also likes to purr right in my eardrum, so that's great. What's with the chef hat? Thank you.
You don't drink this, the terrorists win.
Did you put sugar in it?
Of course.
It's really good.
Aren't you all the most beautiful looking people I have ever seen? Thank you so much for joining us today. I did not make enough for all of you.
Why did you?
Next time.
Why are you wearing a chef hat?
I'm making beefsteak sandwiches.
Oh, okay. Well, are you bringing me one?
I have enough for 2.
Okay. Make me enough.
Yeah.
I'll be doing this for a couple of hours.
I got it.
There are stupid people everywhere. It's really hard to, sometimes it's hard to not let the hate get to me. For the most part, I blow it off, because most people can just be like, it's like, you don't know me. Like, I had a guy today just be like basically telling me that it was my fault of what happened to Clove. And if you guys don't know what happened to Clove, you can either go to my Facebook group, or you can see my latest post on Instagram. But Clove is no longer with us. It's very unfortunate. So anyway, I had a guy basically tell me that it was my fault. So that's great. But yeah, so it's just stuff like that. I'm just like, you don't know me. You don't know what I did. You don't know what, like, any of the situation. So anyway, it was just really irritating. Also, if I miss your question, because it is just me, Jameson's going to be stepping in every once in a while, but I will miss questions. I will say that right now. I cannot, when I do these tattoo live streams, I cannot, I miss things. So if I miss you and you really, really want me to answer a question, just give me a nudge, because I can't scroll up and do that. So lots of color inks for tattooing. Yeah, there's a lot of different color of inks. I find that most judges appreciate black and blue, but if you can do another dark color like purple or something and make it actually look good, they don't mind. I've heard, like, one judge one time I don't know if this is true for all judges, but one judge told me that he does not like green tattoos. So I try to avoid green. For some reason, they don't like that. At least that was that judge. I don't know if that's anybody else. Just my advice is just try to make them look professional, especially if you're going to do colored tattoos. So, and I know that I've shown you guys this stuff before, but I think Mirren is very excited about the bunnies. I think that you appreciate me showing you products, but this is the tattoo ink that I'm using. Mom's is probably my favorite brand of tattoo ink. I just really like it. I've used like 3 different brands. I really like the Mom's brand. I think it's good. This is my tattoo pen. You can buy a tattoo pen at All Things Bunnies. We just replaced the needle with a 5-point needle. So we'll see if I like that. I think I've done tattooing with a 5-point needle before, but yeah, so we'll see if I like it. I'm actually good at tattooing now, so we'll see if I like it now. This is the numbing spray that we use. It's called GG's. What are you trying to track there? It's called GG's. We spray this in the ear of the rabbit before we tattoo. Usually what I do is I spray it in the ear, give it a couple of minutes as we look the rabbit over, and then typically by then they are ready to tattoo. It just helps kind of numb their ear so it doesn't hurt. And after we're done tattooing, we use Bunny Balm, which I am getting dangerously low on. So I'm going to have to get more of that. But, and then also we have alcohol. 70% is usually what I recommend, but we have 90-ish% right now. I don't know, like, if I need to turn the tracking, like, I don't know what's going on with the tracking. And then I have makeup wipes, which I actually really like using makeup wipes, but I also have cotton balls because I probably don't have enough. So I tend to use a lot of wipes when I do this. How do I get my rabbits to have a good shape? Selective breeding and culling very hard. Oh, that's my hair. I thought it was rabbit hair. You have to tattoo rabbits if you want to show them. It's a requirement to show them. But if you're just producing meat rabbits, obviously you don't have to. You can do whatever you want. And do you recommend tattooing by hand or getting those press type tattoo numbers or letters? When I was a teenager, I used to use a clamp. That's what we usually call it, is a clamp. It's easy to use the clamp, but it's also sometimes it can be hard to read and sometimes it doesn't take. I prefer, to me, it can be really hard to read sometimes because it's a series of dots. So if you can get good with the pen, you can make them very, very legible, and judges really appreciate that. Sometimes it's just really hard with the clamp to make them look good. So, okay, I'm gonna get a rabbit out. I did say if you sell rabbits, should they be tatted? It doesn't matter. I like mine to be tatted before I sell them because I obviously want people to know they came from Teal stone. So that's just my personal preference, though. So you can do whatever you want. I'm gonna get the first one out, though. Also, if you guys see blood on this carpet, it's because I cut a quick when I was clipping toenails the other day. That's why. Okay. So let's position this further down. I told people yesterday that for some reason my creme de argents love backing up off of things. I don't know why. They just kind of do that. I'm not really sure why. So we have to be very, very careful that they don't back up. Ooh, Mirren just jumped on me. Okay. Also, they don't really like the spray. I think it kind of freaks them out. It's okay. It's okay. And creams also, this is probably going to be a long live stream for the fact that my creams they're hard to tattoo. My silver foxes are usually pretty easy going, but the creams make it so difficult to tattoo sometimes. And we are working on personality. It's a thing with creams, though. They're just very, very shy. At least I've heard many breeders say that they think that creams are quite shy. So, but we love them. We love them and their shy little selves. So, like I said, these guys are a little bit smaller than I would like to see, but that's okay. We're going to flip them over. Hang on. I'm going to flip them over. I know. And these guys were a bit dirty too because they were out in the tractor. So sorry about that. This is a doe. I am going to press a little bit harder than normal when I'm checking the sex because of the whole split penis incident. So we're going to be making sure that we don't have any split penises in this group as much as we can. I know. Also, I will try my hardest to keep them in view for you guys, but sometimes you just got to do what you got to do. They do not like being flipped over. All right. And it's going to be TS 173. It's a doe. And I'm going to try to write it down as I go. Yeah, I know. Come here. Nobody wants to pose. You are a little thing. I would say that I notice narrow shoulders. Come on. And it's leaning too. It doesn't really want to pose, so. But I'm noticing narrow shoulders. I am getting some good depth. A little bit narrow. I have an ongoing trend in my rabbitry, you guys. We've got the narrow shoulders. We need some new blood all up in here, so I'm hoping that we can get that while at convention. But it's got a nice little shape. It's just a bit small and it's got some narrow shoulders. It's got some nice color, some nice flyback fur. This might have been one that was having the eye problems. I was telling some people yesterday that I had the ones that had nest box eye that I did the video on were from this litter, and for some reason it was like the worst case of nest box eye I've ever had. And like it's kind of cleared up, but like I still get like 2 of them get crust on their eyes too. So that is something that I'm going to be really looking for and like skeptical about. I don't want to sell rabbit if it's going to have an eye problem. I don't really know why they had that. It's probably like a bacterial thing. I don't know. It's very weird. But we don't want to sell anybody that's got like entropion or anything like that. This one just wants to lean. I wish that it was fuller though. It could feel meatier in my opinion, but I mean, she's got a nice little shape though. But if I'm being totally honest, she could feel a bit thicker. And she might grow into it too, so we'll see. I know, Mirren. Aw. I was just reading about the silver fox. You finally got silver foxes. That's really cool. All right, and then if you guys have never seen me wrap them on a live stream before too, I double wrap them because I've got this really tiny bunny wrap and it keeps them nice and secure, but then I have a big one that then I wrap them like a second time in, and that one goes around their midsection a little bit better, so that's why I'm doing that. But we just wrap them so they don't hurt themselves. And so they don't hurt me. We make bunny burritos. It's gonna be a whole night making bunny burritos. very tight too because I know that this litter is going to be hard to tattoo, so I'm not going to bring the camera over as much as I usually do. I'm going to try to do it like right here. I'll try our best to do it right here. Hopefully it works. Yeah, you guys can see that, I think. And I can zoom in too. There we go. Now I can lean them up against the desk. All right, this is my inkwell, by the way. It's got my ink. I always put it in the middle one. And we're gonna go ahead and tattoo. I'm actually going to reposition her head just a little bit. Or actually like cover it up just a little bit with the towel. There we go. I could see just wrapping up a goat like super tightly. That'd be helpful, I'm sure. Okay. This one is not happy with me. I'm sorry. And creams can just be so hard to tattoo. Graceful Rabbitry, you didn't miss it. This is going to be a very long live stream. We're going to tattoo 6 more rabbits after this. Man, I can tell that needle is definitely thicker though, right off the bat. That's kind of nice. Might have a new favorite needle. I've been live since 5:15, but I mean, I know that I'm going to be on here for much longer. I have no time limit. Yesterday, I kind of had to be off sooner, but today I can be on for a long time. So that's what it looks like. I mean, right off the bat, I do kind of like that thicker needle, but I am going to run over just a couple of areas. Oh, you brought it in here. Jameson brought me food.
It's so hot.
Is it good?
Haven't tried it.
Cool. Leaning that's a very good question. Sometimes it's really hard. Honestly, sometimes like if a rabbit's leaning and just won't let you look at them, it's best to like put them back and try again like a couple hours later or the next day or even a week from afterwards. Sometimes they just like to lean. It's really frustrating when they do that though because you really can't see a lot. Hopefully I'm not making this too thick. I'm used to those little thin needles. There we go. But yeah, leaning is definitely frustrating. And I've noticed that I believe last time I evaluated the Clove and Dolce litter, which I mean she usually had God, I hate that, really pretty babies. So it's frustrating when they lean because I really want to look at them and make fair judgments on them. There it is. It is a nice tattoo though. I mean, that's nice. I might start getting those 5-point ones. As long as it doesn't peel out. Sometimes they peel out if you don't get them in there enough. I have so many favorite rabbit recipes. I don't even know where to begin. We just had creamy rabbit and rice soup and rabbit noodle soup, and rabbit pot pies are a big hit here. We make them in those little mini cast iron skillets. It's so good. But yeah, we usually do noodle soup, and then if we have any left over, we like make a cream sauce with the broth and then make pot pies. I know, I'm trying to let you free. You okay? This might have been one of the does with the eye. I mean, she might have had her eye pressed up against the wrap, but I think this was one of the ones with the eye problem. You can kind of tell. Her other eye looks fine. You are so cute. Ooh, it's very close. Let's not get that close. I am running out of daylight, so I had to put the ring light in here. Hopefully it doesn't look weird, though. It's kind of casting a shadow on this side of my face. That's exciting. Lionhead's giving birth soon. Five and a half weeks is fine to, I mean, if they're not nursing, I think 5.5 weeks is fine to wean them. I try to wait 6, 7, 8 weeks if I can, but different people do different things. Look at this. He made this. It's not our. What kind of meat is this? He's in the kitchen. Just steak. He made a steak sandwich. I might come to Wisconsin for a show. I don't know.
Philly cheesesteak sandwich with mozzarella, onions, and cold ragu marinara and spring.
It's very good. Oh, move, kitty. I need to move this. Move, kitty. Also, if you've never been on a live stream, ooh, this one's big. I like that. If you've never been on a tattooing live stream with me, this chair is very squeaky. I just thought you should know. It's the chair, it's not me. A good feed. We feed Heinold Family Formula 17%. We've just found that it's a good feed. I know I have friends that use Blue Seal. Well, they say Blue Seal Show Hutch Deluxe. It's also Kent. Blue Seal and Kent are the same thing. It's a good feed. I think it's a good feed too. Some people report having problems with it, but honestly, I don't know if that's, ooh, don't fall. I don't know if it's the feed or people having like health problems with their rabbits, so I really can't say. But yeah. Oh, Kalmbach's another good one. That's another good feed. Tucker Milling, I think, is organic. If you wanted to go the organic route. Hey guys, I'm gonna try to move this ring light just a little bit. I don't really know if that did anything. Bun Bun, you were gonna fall. Purina show? I don't know. I don't usually use Purina. I didn't mean for this to turn into a mukbang. But you guys are gonna see me eat my sandwich. I just saw Freedom Quill Farm. Any tips on a difficult doe not wanting to breed? Hang on. So I have a blog post, and I'm actually. Oh, I have Photoshop open. Hang on, let me close out of that. I have a blog post all about breeding rabbits. There are several suggestions there on things that you can do for difficult does. And I will copy and paste that link for you and put that in the chat. Hang on just a second. You being so patient. Bunny's being very patient. Hi, Ari. Got so many animals in here. Okay. I'm gonna copy and paste this link. If you scroll down, there you go. If you scroll down, if you're on your phone, it's probably like halfway down. It's more like 3/4 of the way down if you're on a computer. But there's a lot of different things there that you can do. Lately, I have been telling people, because it's winter out, I've been asking, like, are you using supplemental lighting? Because honestly, that can be a big thing because it's dark out. So a lot of rabbits don't really want to breed right now. It's almost like the same idea of, like, you know how like chickens, they take a break during the winter. It's the same idea with rabbits. Like when you have short days, rabbits don't want to breed. When you have short days, chickens don't want to lay eggs. So that is why I use LEDs everywhere. So that could be it. It could be the age of the doe. It could be you need to assess nutrition. There's a couple different things there. So I would encourage you to go to there, see if any of those suggestions work for you. And yeah. Okay, we probably need to get started on this one before the numbing spray actually wears off. I'll get back to my sandwich. Look at you. My cat is driving me crazy. I like this one though. I like how big it is. Mirren. We've got 7 rabbits, 1 dog, and a cat in this room right now. This is a very wide little cream. I like it. Really like it. Nice shoulders, actually. You know, it's so funny. I actually had some good shoulders on my last Clove and Dolce pairing too. There's some really good shoulders there. That's why I kept Rhodey, because I was I've been struggling with a shoulder problem, so that's why I kept Rhodey. I don't need another buck with shoulders like this, but I would consider keeping a doe with good shoulders. There's no pinching. Oh, I need to show you guys that too, because I showed you that last time. Nice fur. Still a little patchy, but they're not even 12 weeks old yet, so they're still growing into their fur. Jameson. Okay, this is a doe. Nice. Oh, it pooped. That's good. That's good. It pooped when I checked. only farm people understand touching rabbit poop or animal poop and then continuing on eating your sandwich. That's fine. It is very stocky. I'm glad it's a doe. That's kind of cool. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep her. I'm going to be very, very picky about any does that I keep because I want to do Clove justice. I do like her though. If I don't keep her, that she'll be sold. I like her. Okay, girly. I like that I keep getting these nice does. I am looking for rabbits to take to nationals as well, so I'm just very, I want the best of the best. And also, it's kind of nice to do these live streams because, goodness sake, you are a big rabbit. It's kind of nice to do the live streams because you guys help me be honest with myself. Instead of trying to lie to myself as I'm doing this and say, oh, no, it's fine. No, I have you guys to answer to. If you see something wrong with the rabbit, you need to let me know. I'm going to brighten this up a little bit. There we go. Okay, this is going to be, oops, let me tuck this a little bit. This is going to be TS 174. How do I find hay is what I just saw. I get my hay from a local farmer. Well, I guess I should say my farmer that I get it from is a half an hour away from me. But if I can't get it from them, my grandpa also bales hay, so I just go to my parents' house because they live right next to them, and I get it from them. So I would say Facebook Marketplace because lots of people on Facebook Marketplace will advertise their hay on there and have you pick it up locally. So TS 174 is what we need to do. Okay. Curse me and having an S in every single rabbit ear. S's are the worst. If you want a simple tattoo, don't choose curvy things. Well, I'm sorry. Don't. Hang on. Gotta reposition this one again. Ari's mad at Mirren for getting in her space. You guys, welcome to my zoo. Okay, we got stick numbers. You guys are such loud little breathers. Holy crap. It's okay. Lordy. You need to get some new numbing spray or something. Okay, goodness. Lord have mercy. This one is just the jerkiest little thing. Okay, let's see what we got. It's not bad. I'm going to go over it in a couple of places. It's a bit light. Drink my coffee. Oh man, I hope I just didn't. I might have gotten ink on my face. That's good. You could check that. Fresh baby buns. I love that. Fresh to describe them is cracking me up. Oh, I'm sorry. I want to go a little bit too deep on you, huh? There you go. The point of tattooing the rabbits is to show the rabbits because it's required. You have to have a tattoo in order to show, or you have to tattoo in order to show. You can't show without a permanent, legible tattoo in there. It's required. Yes, and it makes them look rad. And plus, it tells people where that rabbit came from. So, it's a whole thing. That looks a little bit better. All right. Yeah, you can get hay at Tractor Supply. You can get those big compressed bales, and usually they have all sorts of it too. So you can get alfalfa or Timothy. I usually just get Timothy. If I'm like really, really have no options, I will go to Tractor Supply and get one of those compressed bales. But I'm not a huge fan of them because they are quite dusty. At least I have found that they're quite dusty. And the pieces are a little bit too small, but in a pinch, they will do ya. Hi. You are so cute. You're a nice little doe. Hello from Norway. I know those ear clips would be so cool. I can imagine that it would be very bad to get it like torn off somewhere or something like that. I wonder how KVs don't though. Oops. Somehow KVs don't like have them rip out or anything. Do I have ink on my face? No. I saw this and I'm just like, what have I done? Where is it? Don't run. Okay, so I'm gonna say TS 174. We're gonna put a little star next to her because I do like her. Big, big bun bun. And we have another small one here. I'm glad you guys like these live streams. I enjoy doing them. Because usually I do this thing out alone. Whoa! Usually I do this stuff like alone out in my garage, or well, I mean, up until recently, it was just outside, like sitting outside. Sometimes I'll bring them in, but it's usually quite boring. So it's nice to be able to talk and do it. It's kind of cool, just as long as I don't get in trouble by the YouTube police. It is a I don't know. I don't know how YouTube feels about it. We'll just try not to get in trouble though. Eat more of my sandwich. Timothy for bedding. I use Timothy for basically, well, yeah, Timothy for basically everything. No. They just want to back up. I have heard that whites help. I have not experienced it personally, but I have heard that. I wonder if it would help you guys if I put you over here. Oops. It seems so like dark over there. That helps a little bit. I just don't like it being so dark. Yeah, I've heard that from several people that white silver foxes help the fur. I've never gotten a red-eyed white before. I don't think that any of mine really carry it. I'd be really surprised if we ended up with one. That'd be kind of cool though. Hope you guys aren't mad that I'm trying to eat a sandwich at the same time. What? I'm talking to the peeps. It's so dark in there. You should turn some lights on. Oh yeah, I can imagine that. I didn't even think about that. Bedding getting stuck in wool. That is probably really frustrating. Oops, sorry guys, I'm bumping stuff. We may or may not, it may or may not work like this over here. Yeah, just, I mean, it doesn't matter what the numbering system is. You got to just choose something, and it's really only for you. Like, it's required for identification up on the table, but it can be anything except for symbols. You can't do symbols. This is a nice little shapely bun bun. Let's see if I can get it more for you guys, the side profile. It's not as small as the first one. I think the first one is a bit too small, and I'm pretty sure it's one of the ones that had the eye problem. So that one may end up being a cull. I think it's a bit small. I just hate culling does, but I know that, you know, we can't sell things that have issues. It's a bit small. Yeah, you're not too bad though. Kind of like this one. Wish he was fuller right there. And I don't know if it's because he's leaning or not, but fingers are getting caught on those hip bones. But he is leaning, or she or he, whatever it is leaning just a little bit to this side. We could use more depth. Shoulders are really good on this one. I say really good as in like an improvement from the rest of my herd. Hey, Crystal. We were over here just vibing. Yeah, I do like this one. I like the shape. Let's see what it is. See if you are a boy or a girl. We breed silver fox and creme de argents. These are creme de argents. Yes, blessed with pets, you could definitely do. Oh, this one doesn't want to be flipped over. You could definitely do that. Mine, honestly, is just TS, and then we've been counting up. It's very unofficial. This is a little buck. Nice little buck, though. I like the fullness on him. Fullness and shoulders, both of those things. It's okay. And like I said last night, we do check for broken toes and discolored toenails or missing toenails, and also teeth. So if you guys wonder what I'm doing when I'm doing this, that's what I'm doing. Okay, I'm gonna wrap you up, my dude. Adults, how much do I sell adults for? I really don't like giving prices because it does vary depending on the rabbit, depending on if they have any show wins, depending on show quality, all of that. But my just standard juniors, like if I were to just sell this guy as a breeder, right now I am starting to charge $80 just because the price of my feed went up. So, but that is not, I mean, that's just a base, like a starting price. So, and we still just break even. We just try to make the hobby pay for itself mainly. All right, dude. Get him over here. Get my bunny burrito all snug in there. Just working in such a tight space. Yes, it is a well-packed bunny. I love it. And this will be TS 175. I did not make the burrito holders. I love that you're calling it a burrito holder. No, I didn't make it. I bought off of All Things Bunnies, and I believe Hunter, she makes them herself, but they're really, really nice. So I have I think, what is it? Do I have a medium and a large, or a large and an extra large, something like that? I don't know. They're really, really nice, so I really recommend. Ooh, I'm sorry. This is a sudden jerk. 75. My nightmare is tattooing 2 of the rabbits with the exact same number. That's what I do. I would have to add something at the end of one of them, or at the beginning. Here we go. This one was actually really good. Yeah, you can tattoo adults. They probably ship to Norway. I think they ship worldwide. Yeah, most breeders already have them like numbered. Like, let's see. I don't know if I have an example. Well, when I bought Chai, she didn't have an ear number or a name or anything, and so I asked the breeder like, what? I was like, should I just put Chai on the pedigree? And they said yes. So she never got tattooed though. So her ear number, we just put Chai on the pedigree. That's all. Chai is in Kentucky now. Here we go. Oh yes. No, I usually go over them twice. I'll do it once and it kind of gives me an outline, and then I will clean it off and see where it needs touched up at. That's usually what I end up doing. And we've got a TS 175. Some of this balm here. Put a little star next to this guy. I do kind of like him. I don't think I'm going to keep him, but I have a couple of people needing some breeders, so. Correct. The left ear is the tattoo, and you have to have tattoo if you're going to be showing. The right ear is reserved for registration number. If you are registering your rabbit. Oops. There's really no reason to register a rabbit though. I don't know. I guess it depends on what type of breeder you are. In my opinion, there's not really a reason to register a rabbit unless you want to brand it. To me, it just seems kind of like a waste of money unless you want to just show people that your rabbits were free of disqualifications. But I don't know. I don't know if it's super necessary. So. I don't know. What do you guys think about that? I just have never registered a rabbit unless I'm getting ready to brand them. That I do it all at once. Okay. We got the next one. We're almost halfway through. Alrighty. He just thumped at me. He was not happy about that. Mm-hmm. Me being somebody that really, really likes complete pedigrees and just like the completeness of it all. Like I like having paperwork and all that. So I really wish they would make more incentive to actually register your rabbits. I guess that completely contradicts what I just said. But I mean, I wish that it was more like legit, almost kind of like they do dairy goats. Like I wish it was more legit, and then you could find breeders that you know what I mean. Like I just wish it was, yeah, just kind of like more legit. I don't know if that makes sense. I hope I'm not drinking rabbit hair. You guys understand. Let's see. So don't fall off. Do not fall. That's what you look like. Rabbit studding, that'd be awesome. I mean, it would be awesome, like I say that, but like also we've got to worry about like RHGV2 and all of that. So this is a nice little rabbit. Nice little shape indeed. I kind of like that. I love it actually. How the same with the last litter, and this is the reason why I kept Rhodey and Drizzle, but the roundness of these litters that I was getting, which I'm bummed because I kept breeding Clove to Dolce. Like we've had 3 litters between Clove and Dolce because it's been like such a great pairing. And so that's why I really want to keep a doe because I really liked the pairing. I'm just really bummed I can't create any more of them. But I really like that shape there. It's a nice little shape. I feel like the shoulders on this one are just a little bit low, but it's not too bad. It's really wide, so I'll forgive it. These guys are just a little over 11 weeks old, I believe. Sometimes it's just impossible. Oh, you're okay. It's impossible sometimes to turn these guys over the traditional way, so I just kind of have to restrain them. I'm not hurting them, guys, I promise. Just really trying to turn them over gently. This is definitely a buck. It's a mature little buck. No broken toes. It is good. My bunnies are rounder than the cakes you're baking. Hang on, guys. I'm going to turn this hall light on. I think it'll help just a little bit. And this lamp here. Maybe. I don't know if it's actually going to help. That'll help a little bit. I don't know if it really helped. Trying my best here. This is what I said yesterday. I'm just like, it's so much easier when I have natural daylight coming in. Colony raising, I've talked about that a little bit. I was thinking about doing colony, like kind of colony raising in my garage, but I just decided against it because we're trying to do like more show rabbit type stuff. So I don't know. I would like to do, if I had like a big property, I would like to do a colony for like retired breeders. I think that would be really, really cool. Like when they're done, just like they get to be in like a colony setting. I think that would be neat. Oh yeah. This is an older t-shirt. I've got a paint stain on it somewhere, but you can find this on my shop. It only comes in green though. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and get ready to tattoo this one. I'm almost done with my sandwich. It's probably gonna be even longer now. I didn't realize I was gonna be eating and tattooing at the same time, so sorry guys. It's just a long, chill live stream, but we're here for it. Yeah, I've heard some rabbits aren't really fit for colony raising. Dude, you are big. I don't know if you're actually gonna fit in this. He's a very mature guy for his tender age. Get these poops off here. I will sweep the floor later. Rabbit poops are thankfully pretty dry. These guys will probably be moving into the garage pretty soon. They're still out in a tractor outside. I'm glad you guys like the long streams. I always feel like I'm taking up too much of people's time, but at the same time, I'm just like, no, I'm not, because they have the decision whether or not they want to be here. And my feelings aren't hurt if you don't want to stay with me for hours and hours as I do this. Let's get this a bit closer. Sorry, Bunny Burrito. Should do a day in the life. Been thinking about that. More videos like that would be really cool. The thing about colony raising, well, I mean, especially with like show rabbits, I worry about coccidiosis more than anything. I don't, if it was retired breeders, I don't think I'd worry too much about it. But yeah, for my show rabbits, we are kind of, we're trying to keep them as clean as possible. So. This is TS176. Oh, fun. So many Kirby letters and numbers. jerking. I hate it when they do that. That's how I got my tattoo on my thumb. I imagine a colony is a lot of work if you have it like in an indoor space. You're okay. We've literally got a 6 to go, and then we're gonna look at it. You guys talk to your rabbits like I talk to mine. I talk to them as if they can understand me. They have no idea what's going on. You're okay. Let me finish the 6. Does not want me to finish the 6. There we go. I feel like it makes them feel a little bit better when I talk to them. I don't know. Let's see. Also, I wanted to get them tatted up because if I have any in here that I like want to show as a junior, I don't want them having stains all over their ears at the show. Yeah, he is an angry bunny burrito. You're not very happy with me. I'm sorry. I know you don't speak English, but I hope the show goes well. I would love if there were other creams there, but often I am either the only one or there's like one other person. It really bums me out. But we do have some nice silver foxes to show, so I'm looking forward to that. As long as we can get there, my lord, it's supposed to snow like 15 inches here, like within the next couple of days, so hopefully I can even leave my house to get there. The show is like 45 minutes away from my house, so I feel bad if I can't go to that one. That one's so close. The new babies are doing well. What do I recommend for tattooing? I would just recommend going to All Things Bunnies. No, I am not sponsored, and I wish that I was. But I would recommend going to All Things Bunnies and seeing their tattoo kits because they got some really nice ones. Yes, 176. I feel like I'm gonna show the tattoo to you guys someday and just be like, oh, no, that's not the right number. That would not be good. New Kitty is doing well, and she's crazy. The crazy terror of our lives right now. Hello, my dude. Are you hiding? How are you? I like you puffy cheeks. We're trying. I know that sounds really stupid, but I really want to breed more of these puffy cheeks because they're my favorite. Why don't I have Dutch? I used to have Dutch. I had Dutch for 8 years. 8-ish years, probably. I love Dutch. They are so much fun. I don't even know how many babies I had, honestly. I have never even totaled it up. So we have 7 out of Twix. We had 7 out of Tundra. And these aren't counting the dead on arrival ones, though. These are just the numbers that are alive currently. So there's 14. Sorry. Mike almost fell over. Now I'm dropping everything. So there's 14 between Tundra and Twix. And there is 8. There's 8 Clove babies because one of them did end up passing away. I'm actually kind of thinking we probably will lose at least one more because it was very, very small. So I'm not really looking. I don't really think it's going to make it. So, and that happens sometimes. So Thank you, Sunny. Tattooing for show. It's required to show your rabbits. They don't like it, but it's not like we're intentionally trying to like torture them or something. Though he is giving me the stink eye right now. I do see the other one in there with the eye problem though. It's not this one, it's another one in there. Oh man. I feel like after I get off of here tonight, you guys, I'm just gonna crash. I've had so much coffee today and not enough sleep within the past couple of nights. So bear with me. I know what you mean. Some people just do not understand rabbits. It's a whole thing. You guys, I'm gonna have to move the camera back where it was because I keep hitting the mic now when it's over there. Hang on a second. Someday I'll come up with a foolproof setup. I would love. We're gonna have that shadow on my face, but that's okay. I would love to be able to have two cameras that we could like switch between. I think that'd be so awesome. Mirren. Somebody asked how the kitty was doing. She's doing fine and she's terrorizing everything. Are you cute? Somehow you got your collar off today all by yourself. How does that happen? Anytime I don't latch the carrying cage, she keeps playing with the latch. Okay, we have to put some spray on you, dude. Oh, you're fine. I know. It's a scary sound. It's not painful, it's just scary. I'm sorry. I give my I give my rabbits all sorts of herbs and stuff. I like giving them willow to chew on because we have a willow tree in the backyard that inevitably overgrows every year. But I'm not complaining because I use all that growth to feed to the bun buns. Have fun at your party. Thanks for stopping by. Oh, I'm sorry, Monica. That's no fun. Okay, let's look at this one. Here we go. One thing about creams though is that because they're shy, they tend to just like they'll freeze, which is helpful when you're trying to pose them. Either that or they'll just completely spaz out on you, but this one just kind of froze. I haven't checked it yet, but it's a bit small, but it's got a nice little shape to it. But I mean, it is a bit small. It's a little bit more narrow in the shoulders. It's got better depth than some of the other ones, but I don't not like it. I actually kind of. It's a nice look. Like the only reason why I would say I'm not sure is because of how she or he is a bit small. I like my grow outs to be a little bit bigger at this point, but it was a bigger litter, so the herbs, those were not herbs. If you're talking about the things that were hanging off the hutch that one time, that was just, this is a buck. That was just what was that? Not juniper, but Oh, that was you. I clipped it off of our U because we needed to trim it anyway. And then I used it as Christmas decorations, but that literally was not anything to do with health or anything like that. It was literally just decorating for Christmas. I have some people ask me that. Somebody was just like, "Is that rosemary?" I'm like, "No, it's just Christmas decorations. It's nothing." So this is a little buck. Bit small, nice shape though. I'm gonna put a little tiny star next to it because we did have a better buck. So nice. I want a cake. Cake sounds really good. Don't forget before you guys check out of here to hit the like button. I always very greatly appreciate it. Or hit the dislike button, I don't care. If you don't like it, why are you here? That's the kind of mood I'm in today, guys. It's been a day, let me tell you. It's been a weekend. It's been a whole thing. Just frustrated with the world, you know what I mean? Okay. When you have a smaller litter, many times you have a faster grow rate because all of your dough's milk is going towards just a couple of bunnies rather than a whole bunch of them, which is why I'm kind of bummed out that I had to foster so many babies to Tundra and Twig. I mean, obviously I had to because of Clove's passing and whatnot, but now they have like such big litters to take care of. So I do like those smaller ones though, like the ones that we were looking at yesterday are bigger than these, but that was a litter of 4, so that's why. I usually tattoo when they're between 8 and 12 weeks old. Lately, I've been like procrastinating. It's not good, but I really need to get these guys done, especially if I'm going to take them to sell or to show anytime soon. So. Okay, this one is TS 178. Might have to rearrange him a little bit. He's fighting me a little bit. I can't see where it was. There we go. What helps me keep motivation with rabbits? I am just obsessed with them. You know, you sometimes just get a hobby that you're just really obsessed with, and rabbits are that for me. I've had them for such a long time as a kid, and I really enjoyed it. And I have them now, and I don't know. I just really love them. I love taking care of them. But I'm an animal person too. I just love taking care of animals. Like, I'm one of those weird people that actually really likes taking care of like messes and seeing how clean I can get things and like how perfect I can set things up. So that's just the type of person that I am. I would rather hang out with animals than most people. Okay, I know, dude. I'm sorry. You were the unlucky one that had to have an 8. Wait, was he supposed to be 77? think he was supposed to be 77. That's okay. I skipped ahead one, so we'll just do the next one. Will be 177. At least I didn't double tat the same number. We're good there. How much is it to pay sanction? It really depends on the breed club. So I don't know if anybody from the Silver Fox Club is on here. I've never paid sanction for Silver Fox. I have paid sanction for Creme de Argents, and I believe it was $10 per show. I think so. I paid like $20 to sanction a double show. I think. Don't quote me on that, but it really just depends on the breed club. Some breed clubs are cheaper. Creme de Argents. I feel like Creme de Argents are expensive, so. The good thing about sanctioning, though, is that you get points for one if you're in the breed club, which is fun. I mean, it's not the reason that I do things, but it's fun to, like, you know, be able to show them off and say, hey, I did a good job. But also, it's good to sanction because it draws more people in. And some clubs, like not rabbit clubs, but some like show clubs will actually, like if you have enough entries, they'll actually pay for sanction for the following year's show if you had enough entries. So that's kind of cool. Not all clubs do that, but some of them do, and it's really nice when they do that. Oh yes, animals are very, very much easier to hang out with than people. I mean, it's not a terrible tattoo. The 7 looks a little bit wonky, but hey. It should have been 77. I'm very, very sorry. You were not supposed to be 8, and that's such a hard number to tattoo. I'm sorry, my dude. You poor little thing. Let's get this on there. I think I did that last time where I skipped a number. I don't know why I do that. Sanctioning is like if you ever see like a rabbit show advertise like the show flyer, you'll sometimes see like silver foxes are sanctioned or creme de argents are sanctioned. And when they're sanctioned, it basically means that if you win anything, you'll get points that go to your breed's club. So, and it's points for like sweepstakes points, I guess. I'm not 100% sure how that all works. I just know that it's kind of like a nationwide competition, it makes it kind of fun to see how you're stacking up against other breeders like nationwide. So, that's kind of what it is, I guess. I think. If I'm wrong, somebody can please correct me. All right, my dude. There you go. All right, this one. Let's see here. I believe this is a doe, just because she's still got a funky eye thing going on. And I want to show you guys, because I really don't know what to think of it. And honestly, I don't know if you guys have ever heard of an entropion before, but it's basically when the eyelid inverts. See this eye? I don't know if you can really see it very well. But it's basically when the eye like inverts and the eyelid, like the eyelashes start like rubbing against the actual eye. And it's very, very irritating to the rabbit. I don't know if it's an entropion though. Because sometimes I've had a friend say, sometimes I've had one of my friends say that if your rabbit has nest box eye when they're really, really little, they can develop an entropion temporarily and then it goes away. So what I've been doing with these guys is that they're not infected and they're obviously open and they can see just fine. They're not blind or anything like that. They just have that constant problem going on. So I've just been giving them time to see if it's actually going to go away. I really don't know why those two does developed such bad nest box eye to begin with. It's definitely very strange. I'm not really sure. So I don't really know what to do with her. I'm actually going to look at her and see if we even want to tattoo her because I'm a little wary about keeping or selling like a doe that is going to have that problem. So I don't know. Let's look at her really quick and we'll see. I'm not even going to put spray in her ear yet because she may be a cull. Like I said, it's not, I don't think it's an entropion, but just never had this problem before. It's all like a bunch of new things that we're experiencing lately, you know? I don't think I'm going to tattoo her unless she's like really, really stellar. But she is very, very small. The other one that had the eye problem is also very small. So it's just really weird. She's got nice shoulders though. I do like those shoulders. But honestly, I don't know. I'm going to look at the other doe. I think we may, I don't know. She's like really hollow in the one though. See you later, Monica. She really could use filled out. I wonder why that happened to both of them. Just the eye problem, and then both of them are just smaller than the others. It's so odd. So to me, it just means like they're probably culls. But she's pretty. I mean, she's average. She's pretty. And if she didn't have the eye thing, I would definitely tattoo her. It's hard to say what to do, though. I think I'm going to put her back and not tattoo her for now and say that she's a cull. But if in the next like week or two it clears up, we may tattoo. I'm not really sure what I'm going to do yet, though. So we're just going to hold off. All right, guys. And then this one should be a doe, I believe. But again, we're checking everybody super closely. See, if this is a doe, I mean, look how, I don't know if you guys can tell like the difference, but just the fullness on this one is so much better compared to the two that had the issues. Man, she's actually really nice. Not like, I actually still like, I think I like 171 better from yesterday, but like she's a nice little doe. And she poses up so pretty. Look at you. She's nice. You are very, very beautiful. Chunkiness. Yeah, she feels better. Like that's the thing. Sometimes you can just tell how they feel better than the others. Like that, a lot of the times I go by feel too. If a rabbit feels good, I like to keep an eye on them. So you do need this breed, Tracy. You do. They are just the best. A little bit shy, but they are amazing and they're very, very pretty. Kristen, Whiskey Tango Farms. Do you ever keep a cull just for the fur and let it grow out, even if you know you're going to cull, or is it not worth the time and effort? No, I will do that, and I have done that plenty of times. Actually, the litter that you bought from, I believe that was the litter that we tanned most of the hides. So, yes, I will grow them out for that. So, I mean, that might be what we end up doing with a couple of them, but. And also, it depends on how much space I have too, because we just had a baby bunny boom, and Cassia still do as well. And if she took this second time around, I believe she should be due on the 9th. So we have a lot of bunnies. So as long as I have the room, I'll let them grow out. But if I'm running out of room, they got to go to freezer camp. I really like this girl. She's a natural poser. I keep saying girl. We got to check because I can't just say, I can't say that. We have to actually check them out. 2 claws off of me. There we go. Yep, it is a doe. And it better stay that way. I really should show you guys the split penis off of the one. I'm just so mad about it. This one I may end up keeping, maybe. Oh, that's not fun. Here we go. Wait, I didn't spray her ear yet either, though. Florida Whites. I had 1 Florida White when I was a kid. And I just wasn't into them. I feel like when I was a teenager, I tried like so many different breeds of rabbits just to see what I liked best. Even when I had my Dutch, I'm just like, ooh, I wonder what this breed is like. And I always went back to Dutch. I'm sorry. I know, that's scary. I sometimes wonder if I will get back into them because I talk about them a lot. The difference, the fun thing is with Dutch, and I know they are technically a little for class like commercial type, like the compact. What is it? I should know this. They do have little tiny commercial bodies though. 177 is going to be the cull. I'm going to say that one was the cull doe. So this one will be 179. Thank you though. I'm going to say doe and cull with a question mark because I do want to check back on her in a week and see what she looks like. This is a doe. Yes, compact. So anyway, when I had Dutch, the reason that I'm still like learning and being so picky about commercial body type now is because Dutch are a marked breed. So most of the time when I was a kid, I was just looking for like really nice markings. And I know you're supposed to look for body type as well, but back then I don't think I was as good at it. I was looking for like really straight lines, really straight blazes, like all of that. So now having the silver fox and creme d'argents, like within the last like 3 years, just like really trying my hardest to like get really good at getting this commercial body type down. It's a lot of fun though. With every breed, there's something new to learn. I love that. Like if you ever get bored of your breed, just switch to a different type of body, and I can assure you that you'll spend more years working on that. I think someday I'll probably get some what are they? American Fuzzy Lops. Everybody laughs at me when I say it. Look at you. Someday I really hope, guys, that like if I have a rabbit on a live stream that I'm like tattooing and you guys get to see me tattoo them and then I win something with them, we can flash back and I can be like, it was this one. She's a pretty girl though. I like her. Maybe you'll take over for your mama, huh? We'll see. I hate tattooing 9s. Maybe I should make her 77. Champagne d'Argent. I had Champagne d'Argents in 2019. They're okay. I don't really have much opinions on them because when we very first got back into rabbits, I say we, it's my project though, but like when I very first got my rabbits back after, college, marriage, getting a house, all of that, got back into rabbits, got champagnes, got some harlequins, and we had a very terrible Pasteurella outbreak. And I'm not talking like, oh, a rabbit sneeze. No, I'm talking like every rabbit was sneezing thick yellow snot all over the place. Everybody had matted paws. It was a disaster. So that was the end of my Champagne d'Argent and Harlequin adventure. And that was the very first time we had to process any rabbit, so that was a lot of fun. But I'm not happy that that happened, but I'm grateful that it led me to the breeds that I currently have, because I love my creams and my silver foxes. It kind of pushed me in the direction to help a breed that needs a little bit more help. So, not complaining. I was definitely complaining and crying a lot back then, but anymore I'm just like, hey, it led me to where I currently am. So, life is funny. Oh, we still gotta wrap the thing though. Right, we still gotta wrap you. We're not wrapped up yet. You are being just so chill. I love that. Let's see if you can be that chill as I tattoo you, though. I wish that we could have music going while we did this, but we'll get copyright. Every single time I do one of these live streams, I think it's because I say tattoo. The word tattoo is like a trigger or something, but every single time YouTube's just like, we can't run ads on your video. It's so frustrating. So I have to say, hey, manually review it, because there's nothing wrong with this video. And every single time it passes. So I can imagine they're probably just like, this chick does the weirdest things, but she's not hurting them. So like, we're not really sure what to do. I'm not going to be in Mattoon. I don't even know how to say that. Mattoon. How do you say Mattoon? I don't know. I'm not going to be there though. I am going to Huntington next weekend, and then the next show after that, we are going to Springfield. The Central Nomads RBA should be a fun one. And if you guys ever wonder what shows I'm going to be at, it is on my website. I try to keep that as updated as possible. Actually, it's kind of outdated right now. The last time I updated it was probably a week or two ago, and I need to put Clove in the retired section, which makes me sad. I need to update a couple of photos, and I need to put birth dates for those little tiny babies on there too. I try to keep it as updated as I can, but I've just been crazy lately. So, okay. We need to decide if she's 77 or 79. I think I'm just going to make it 79. I know, S's are not fun. Okay. Troy managed to get a trio of creams. That is awesome. I love hearing that. I love being, like, I love helping with the change with Creme de Argents and making them more well-known. It just makes me so happy. I feel like someday we're going to have Creme de Argents that are competitive against something like in New Zealand. That would be really cool. Someday we'll make them that awesome. Right now they need a little bit of work, but we'll get them there. Hey, Holly. We're tattooing rabbits. Holly knows the day that I had because I just would not shut up on our group chat today. It's one of those days. I've been in a mood. Yes, I said I don't use the clamp style. I used to use the clamp style when I was a teenager, but think that the pen is just so much more legible, readable, whatever the word is. Thank you. I just really prefer it because I have more control. The clamp, like, it fades. I feel like it fades out too quickly. But I really like, even when the pen tattoos fade out, you can still read them because I don't know, I really like that. Victoria's here. You guys are here at the very tail end. I'm on the last one. And I think this is the one that I might hold back just for a little bit. I'll show you once I'm done with her. We can't have Bunny Sister meetup, so I do it online without you. It's so lonely. I need you guys to be brutally honest with me. I was telling people earlier, though, those ones that we had Nestbox Eye with, that, like, they really didn't, they didn't, like, fully, well, the one kind of did, but the other one is, like, it's still got eye problems, so I think it's going to be a call. It is a doe. Yes, it is. I'm really happy about it, and she's a natural poser, too, so I'll show you. At least, I mean, she was a natural poser. She's probably really, like, kind of mad at me now, so hopefully she actually wants to pose now. I really need to order more of this. We're almost out. I bet, you know what? I bet chapstick would work. The clamp is fine. I mean, if it's what you got, it's what you got. I mean, it's totally fine. You will learn ways to do it better. I learned when I had the clamp, you really have to clamp down a lot harder than you think you do. And I used to use an old toothbrush to push the ink in. And that works pretty well. So I made it work. I mean, it's fine. Aquaphor, yeah, that would probably work. Oh, don't back up. Don't back up. Aquaphor would probably work. But yeah, I wonder if chapstick, though. I bet chapstick would be like a beeswax type of chapstick. Okay. I mean, I like her. I think that I still like the 171 from last night more. But she's really nice. She's a bit small, but I kind of like her. She's got a nice little compact body. I think she's pretty, though. Let's see what she looks like from the back, too. I think that she's the best doe that I've looked at tonight. Well, actually, that one, we should take 174 out, too, because I really liked her as well. 174? Yeah, it was 174. I really liked her, too. She was just a lot wider, and she didn't have as much depth, though. So I'm, like, wondering... I don't know. Let me take her out, too, and we'll look at them side by side. 174. Yeah, you guys, we got to be the deciding factor on which one. This one's a chonk. She's really big. I really like how big she is. But I think I like the shape of the smaller one. Why does that always happen? I don't understand why that literally always happens. It's like, I like the shape of this one, but the size of this. Can we not just have like a perfect giant rabbit? Here's the other one. She's a lot bigger and rounder, but not as much depth. I think that she was the one that was leaning just a tad bit, but she's nice. She's got longer fur. She's trying to be a silver fox because it's not flying back as much as it should probably, but she's a nice little doe. And then let me see if we can pose them like side by side because both of these guys are actually pretty good at posing. Let's try to move this gently. Pursuit of perfection, yes. Let me see if I can put that down a little bit more. And we'll put them side by side. It's got to be a doe that we keep, though. I have so many bucks out there. I can't keep any more bucks. We're going to keep Rhodey for shoulder improvement, but no more bucks here for a while. Okay, there's her. Oh, she's okay. She fell, but she's fine. It's not actually that high up. Okay, you okay? Sorry, guys. I knew it was going to happen at some point. What do you guys think? You see what I mean, though? She's like a little bit more shapely, but this one's like just a chunk. Get this out of the way. What do you think? I mean, wish you were here to feel them. They're honestly both really nice does. This one's got some awkward feet right now. Yeah, I think I agree. I do like the small one a lot. I think I agree. It's so hard sometimes. The one on the right is I think that my image is flipped, so you like this one or it's the smaller one. This one is definitely thicker. It's got longer fur that looks a lot like Dad's fur. This one is the one that fell is nice. Let's look at them from the back. Yeah, the one that fell is really nice. They're almost, well, they're a little bit over 11 weeks old now, so they're still pretty young. I'll probably look at them again right before we go to the show this weekend, because I do have one lady that has been waiting for a very long time. I'm going to give her the other one, whichever one I don't want. Yeah, this is the one that keeps wanting to lean, though, so... Yeah. Yeah, shoulders. Well, the thing about the shoulders is that even though she's got the thicker shoulders, I did keep Rhodey, and I have a couple of other bucks that I've been holding back with the better shoulders. Yeah. I think this is going to be one of those situations where we put them back and look at them again in like 5 days. Both very nice, though. I just think they need to grow more. I like her fur better than this one is trying to be a silver fox right now. She's so awkward with the fur. I like how you guys are classifying them as the one that fell and the one that didn't fall. Yeah, I think I'm going to look at them again right before the show and see which one I like more and just go with my gut at that point. At some point, we've got to choose somebody, but... Alrighty. Well, we'll put them back then. We're going to just put a star next to 74 and 79. I'm going to actually put a box around them. They're both very pretty and confusing. That actually didn't take as long as I thought it was going to. I thought I was going to be on here for like 2.5 hours because I'm slow. I think maybe it was because we didn't have to tattoo that one. Hey, Aria. Almost less. Whoever falls goes, yes. Yes, Victoria, I agree. Now I can put you guys over here. Sorry, let me bring the ISO down. It is on my list to get like a ring light like for the table, so I don't have like such a huge shadow casting across my face. It's on my list. It's on my list of things to care about. As one of my bosses would say. So, okay, well, cool. Don't ask me about palpating, Serena. I am the absolute worst at it. You can ask my friends. I'm so bad at it. I can't do it. I am Dana. I am planning on keeping. I think for right now, I'm planning on keeping 171 from Cassia's litter that I looked at yesterday, and from this litter, I'm trying my very hardest, at least, to find a doe that would kind of be Clove's replacement. So that is the whole plan there, because I really, really liked the Clove and Dolce pairing. I really wanted a baby out of them. The organic feed that I mentioned was Tucker Milling, I think, or Nature's Crest. I think both of them are organic, or both of them have organic feed options. So Tucker Milling and Nature's Crest, I believe. Oh, it's everywhere. I have ink on my face anywhere. Nope, not that I can see. Let me know if I do. Yeah, I mean, I really do like that pairing, and I cannot believe that Drizzle has a split penis. I'm so mad about it. It doesn't make any sense. I'm like so mad about it. I'm gonna go out there and look at it again later on. Maybe I'll put a story up on Instagram. I don't want to get flagged though. I told one of my friends that I was gonna send her a picture of it because she's never seen what a split penis looks like. It's just really odd because Clove's last litter had what was it, $4 and one doe, and the one doe was Drizzle, and to me it was like obviously a doe, and then like I checked and like there it's a split penis, and so I'm just like, so Clove like had $5. Like I don't understand it. So now I'm just like kind of leery about these guys, and so should I show the split penis? Do you guys want to see that? I can go get it real quick. I have Jameson come in here and entertain you while I go out to the garage and get it. It is just the weirdest thing I've ever seen. I've never seen one like that because it doesn't have testicles, so it's like almost a hermaphrodite. It's like really weird. Peep show. I'll go get it. Hey Jameson, what are you doing? Will you be? Can you come in here and entertain people while I go to the garage? It won't take me long. I gotta go get Drizzle. They want to see the split penis. You're a weirdo. He says I'm a weirdo. Jameson's upset because we're gonna end up culling Drizzle because obviously you don't want a split penis buck in your rabbitry. So we have to cull her. But he's upset because he named her, so it's so sad. Just Holly's on. I think Victoria's still on, and they're saying it's for science, so it is very important.
For science.
Yes. All right, you guys, he's going to take over for me, and I'll be back. I'm going to have to put these guys all in one section, though, so I have room to put Drizzle back in. All right. Don't do anything inappropriate.
All right. Trying to get her to make me a special sweatshirt for me that just has a picture of an egg, and on the bottom it just says egg. And I thought that would be the funniest thing. La donna mobile, qual piuma al vento, muta d'accento e di pensiero. Sempre una mobile, leggiadre viso, in pianto, in riso e menzognero. La il qual più malvento muta d'accento e di pensier e di pensier. All right, she's got the rabbit now.
Thank you. Here, this is Drizzle, you guys. Hang on. I'm actually gonna set him / her up here. Gosh, that's the reason that I'm really mad too is that he is so big. Don't touch my camera, dude. Or girl or boy or whatever you are. I don't even know what you are anymore. Hang on, I'm trying to set you up. My gorilla pod is acting up. Okay, so here's Drizzle. Look how big. This is the older sibling of the babies that I was just tattooing. So the thickness is there. And I was really happy. And it won BOS as a doe. So it's really frustrating. But like, let's zoom in. Let me jack this up a little bit. Is that light enough? I think that might work. And how old? That's the thing. It's actually really young. It's like 5 months old. I'm sure that it's senior weight already. All right. Sorry, I'm gonna have to flip it, and it does not want to flip. There we go. Zoom. You guys, this feels wrong. Hang on. Look, it's like, I don't know if you can see it. It was like most definitely like 100% a doe. Like a couple weeks ago. There it is though. That's a split. And it goes like all the way down. And I thought 100% that it was a doe, but it's most definitely a buck. But that's what a split penis looks like. Yeah, it is the weirdest thing. Like when you very first push on it, it looks like a doe. And like when you very first push on it, it looks like a normal like penis. But then like you press it up and it opens like all the way down, and this is like, we're not gonna get this one monetized. That's fine though. But like, yeah, it is the weirdest thing. So that's what a split penis looks like. And I cannot have that in my rabbitry. So unfortunately for Mr. Drizzle, he gonna be cold. He's meant for the freezer. Yeah, the thing about split penises is that they can breed. But it's not good to breed them because you can end up with more split penises, which is not good. Actually, a split penis like this one, this is like one of the more intense cases that I've seen. So, and I think that like a lot of the times, like they say that they are not able to like deposit where they need to, like in the dough, like if you know what I mean. And a lot of the times when they grow, they actually like they pee sideways and they can get like urine scald and stuff like that. So I mean, it's very odd to me. Like the fact that this rabbit showed at least 3 times. I think I only took Drizzle to 1 show. I think maybe I took her more, but like she showed so many times as a doe. Won best opposite sex, my very first leg with a cream, and all the judges were like, yeah, it's a doe, like never got disqualified, and it turned into a buck. It is the weirdest thing. So it can happen. So we're being very, very careful now. I don't know where it came from, though. That's the thing. And it's very hard to like source. I got some good cream stock going on too. So it's very hard to source better creams. So I just need to be very selective about who I'm keeping now and make sure that we don't perpetuate the problem. So yeah, that's a split penis. I'm glad that you guys found that helpful though. It's so odd. Don't fall. But yeah, I was like so excited because I was checking everybody over to go to deposit, yes. I was checking everybody over to go to Huntington and clipping toenails and whatnot, vent checking everybody, and I saw that. I'm like, what the heck? I mean, you can have bucks with like very, very minor split penises. In fact, I probably shouldn't say this. Sprig has the very tip, like we assume it's some sort of like very small split, but I mean, it's not like a split. Like that is a split. And I mean, it's just so weird. I've never had one quite like that. So anyway, the more you know. Yeah, you don't wanna keep breeding. What you got, Nanner? Vernon has his mallard toy. Are you excited? Hey Jameson.
Yeah, babe.
Have the dogs eaten?
You have fed them?
No.
All right, they're probably hungry.
Vernon's hungry. Jameson's going to feed you.
Come on.
Thank you. So, anyway. Cool. It's just over 2 hours. Well, do you guys have any questions for me? Otherwise, we can wrap it up, but I can answer questions if you guys have any questions. I'm very tired. I'm going to sleep so well tonight. So we have 37 people still here. At least that's how many I see. I feel like it was wrong that one time that we were on. Oh yeah, hit the like button. We greatly appreciate it. Thank you, Tracy. Glad you guys were able to be here. All right, I guess I will wrap it up. So, all right, guys. Well, thank you for joining me today as we tattooed bunnies. And I will not let Mirren keep me up. We're going to lock her under the stairs tonight. But yeah, we are getting ready to go. So, I don't know what that means. Stow for me. Whitney, what do you mean? Message me if you need something. So anyway, guys, I'm going to go. Thank you for joining me today. Yes, quill update soon. I will do that. I really want to do like a baby bunny video soon. So I'm going to try to do that this week. If I don't get it out this week, definitely next week. So anyway, all right, guys, I will see you later and have a great rest of your night.